Gardening isn't just good for plants, it's good for people. It gives us a simple way to reconnect with nature, with our food, and with our communities, and even with ourselves. Our first guest says you don't need a backyard gardening experience to experience the benefits of gardening. So Gardenuity co-founder Donna Letier is here to share her America Grows Garden initiative and to help you get started. Good morning to you.
Thank you for having me.
I love this stuff. I actually have some of your Gardenuity at our home. My husband is completely turned into Farmer Brown, and I really do see some of the positive effects of being out there. And we hear a lot about wellness as a term that's tossed around a lot. And you are saying that a way to achieve overall wellness, a good start, is gardening. Why pick gardening?
You know what? Because it really affects your mental health, your nutritional health. It feels good to get up and move away from the screen that we're in front of all the time and get your hands dirty. And the science behind that, of how gardening brings wellness to wherever you are, is fantastic.
Well, you talk about the science behind that, and I want to dive into that because physicians, the medical community, they are finally listening up and recognizing this, and in some cases, even prescribing gardening or being outdoors as a prescription for better health.
Nature RX.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? They've been doing it overseas for decades. You know, the Royal Horticultural Society in Southeast Asia. I mean, people have known the benefits, the human benefits of gardening. And I talk about how we may be tending to the plants, but they're really tending to us.
I love the way that you just reversed that they really do give us this kind of healing power. So many people think it's kind of difficult to garden, especially, let's just say that we don't have a luscious backyard. We're in a limited space, and we don't have a lot of time. But you say that we can figure out a way to still enjoy gardening even with those limited parameters.
Well, that's right. So our mission has been to make gardening experiences accessible to everybody, whether you're in a high-rise, a wheelchair, wherever you are. And so everything comes really determining what the plant's needs are. So everything's in a kit, pre-measured. And if you want, we can go ahead and garden now as we do it.
Let's get our hands dirty, honey.
Let's do it.
I am ready.
Let's do
All
it.
right,
So
so
this
what are
is
we
one of
planting?
our America Grows gardens. And right now, because we're in Dallas, Texas, it's pretty hot. The beauty of containers is
It's
you
only
can
gonna
move
get
them
hotter,
around. I know,
too.
we just heard
I
triple
just heard
digits.
that, yeah.
So you know what? One of the things that we like to talk about is the idea that you're participating. It's the purposeful pause. It gets you out there, even for a moment, to check on it. So this is something that you'll need to water every morning. You can move it around, have, you know, morning sun, afternoon shade.
So this comes in this handy dandy.
It comes in a container that's perfect for the plants. We've already hydrated the core for you.
Okay.
And then we've got custom blended soil based on the nutrients that the plants needs and the time of year. So doesn't it feel good?
It really does.
It feels good to get a little dirty, and I love the science behind it.
Yes.
And then we work with amazing growers across the country. One of our favorites is Bonnie Plants, and look at this.
Okay, what is this now?
This is Bonnie Plants. This is a jalapeno pepper.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to go ahead and dig a hole.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, and you just, there you go. And we have herbs that go along with it.
Oh my gosh,
and you know
can
what?
smell
Doesn't
them.
it feel good? And smell the basil. Actually getting all of your senses involved in gardening is so good for you. And everything is pre-matched through our technology, so you'll have everything you need so that you'll have a season of really abundance.
And you also say that it's really relevant right now in this time. Tell me why, in particular, you feel like this is the time where gardening is such a relevant thing to do.
I think more and more people are stressed. And life is moving quickly. And there was a report that talked about children in the U.S. spend less time outside than somebody in maximum security prison. So this is an invitation to get outside, to go to your patio, take a few moments, and just look at how things are growing, and you're participating in the growth. And that's one of the beauties of wellness.
We can talk about this all day, and I wish we had all day, but I do know that you've got an American Grows Garden Initiative, and while we're still playing in the dirt, I want you to tell us about that. That what you just told me about, that people spend more time inside than being incarcerated.
Yeah, it's crazy. We are fortunate enough to be partnering on this with Scott's Miracle Grow. and Bonnie plants, and everything comes so that you'll have a successful growing season. And Scott's, like Bonnie and like Gardenuity, really believe in the power of wellness benefits that come from
All right, so where can we get this information?
at gardenuity.com, and we tell you a lot of reasons on how to get started. The hardest part of gardening, to decide to get started.
Just to get started.
That's right.
Go do it. Thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.